So do you essentially have a target that you are trying to hit in your life? If you do, it's called vision, right? Like if you don't have a clear destination planned in your own mind in terms of where you want to end up in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, if you don't have a clear sense of that, then you're basically, wandering around aimlessly. Kind of like the target that you see by my side here. It's like, if I want to hit the bullseye with my throwing stars, like you got to stare at the bullseye. And I don't know why I still have this thing in my house on the expensive floor and whatnot, because eventually I'm going to miss the target, because how can you not throw these things when they're just sitting there asking to be thrown? And so it's just a matter of time before I stick it in a wall, or I did stick one in the floor once, which was not ideal. That was not vision. And since then I haven't thrown them because it was just sticking in the floor, which is not ideal. But here's the thing, if you have a clear vision and a sense of what you want to create in your life, if you're off track. You're like very clear that you stuck the star in the damn floor and not on the target, which is going to get very expensive over time. So we're not going to do that anymore. But at the end of the day, you have to know where you're going in order to adjust and actually end up at that destination. Do you want a vibrant relationship? What kind of relationship do you want to have? Do you want to make more money? How much money do you want to make? What are the experiences you want to have in your life? Who are the people you want in your life? What kind of relationships do you want? Like really start to think about these things and give yourself permission to name them, because that's at the end of the day the first step in making sure that they happen. And there's this picture behind me that depicts one of my favorite things, which is the seed of consciousness. You see this hand holding this little pearl of light. And that little pearl of light represents consciousness. And so think of vision this way. Think about your mind as this powerhouse creator. And whatever you focus the attention of your mind on as what you want to achieve in your life, what you want to create, that it's like you're taking this seed of consciousness and you're putting it to form by way of vision and by way of giving yourself permission to believe in what's possible, and then start acknowledging it every day. That's obviously not all there is to it. You have to take action toward it. You got to have a plan. You got to have a framework. You're going to have to develop a skill set and all of those other things. But all of that starts to become possible once we name the destination and once you have your target. And so if you didn't wake up to your target this morning called vision, your first order of business is to make sure you have a clear target that you're moving toward.